everybody.
Hello.
Hello, it's Time Warp Tuesday
Welcome. Thanks
with
for tuning
Jason,
in.
which is me.
Nicole over here. Hello.
She's right there.
Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. We have a very special guest
It's
coming
so
on.
bright. I can't even see what that says.
Yeah, sorry, we won't be. We're
Hello.
sitting down today, so we won't be able to specifically call your names out. I apologize for that. Oh, look at him. He's all fancy. Little comb. That's cute.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, I like it.
It reminds me of Fonzie.
Ah, yes.
It reminds me of Fonzie. Of Fonzie. Can you guys believe it? Oh,
That would be, yeah.
especially with what we're talking about today.
Exactly. Very
Right?
campy.
How cool.
We have a special guest tonight.
We do have a special guest. I'm so excited.
I'm very excited. I'm very
Hello,
I feel
everybody.
very, proud.
Hi, Carrie Ann.
and humbled to
I'm
have
gonna
her.
fall.
So, it has something to do with Jason's shirt.
It does. So she's going to be here today talking about the release of her new movie, which is coming out this Friday.
And I'll just say hello to okay, hi Carol Ann, because I'm not going to be able to see everybody to say hello.
You can
so
walk
I
up and
apologize.
interrupt us to say hello
No,
to
I
people.
don't want to do
So,
that.
It's Time Warp Tuesday, and we get to interview somebody. She's been a long-term customer of ours, and she incorporated some of Time Warp Vintage's stuff into her movie shorts, and they're fun, campy horror films.
Yes.
10, 12 minutes long.
Quirky, funny,
Funny.
a little
You'll love them.
Yes.
And
yes.
those of you who shop here may even know her because she's been in here before.
Yes.
So, I mean, comes in a lot, and you may have been in here with her at the same time and not even realized
Right.
it.
And we're privileged to know her as a friend now.
Yes, we
not
are.
just
And we're
as a-
excited because this is her third installment in this series.
Very much so.
So
So-
Hollywood will snap her up soon.
But we want her for a while here in Detroit,
Yes.
the metro area.
And
And I think she's just going to blow up big. And this is our first interviewing someone.
craziness.
And we just want to congratulate her and celebrate her. So
Yes. Her name is Vampa. She's from Vampa's Vision, as you can see here. She's the lady right in the middle here holding the skull. It's campy, fun horror film like you would like from the 80s or 90s.
90s, yeah,
And
80s, 90s.
there's not a lot of gore. Anybody can watch them. They're really fun. But
Yeah.
she incorporated some of Time Warp stuff into it, and
Which
I gotta
is
tell you,
really nice.
she showed up for her interview wearing a dress she bought here.
Yes, and
So-
earrings. And she always looks amazing.
Yes, so I'm going to introduce her now. Her name is Vampa, and wait till you see the outfit she's wearing. Vampa, come on up.
Hi, Vampa.
Yay!
Hello.
So this is Vampa.
You guys are flattering me so much.
Yes,
Beautiful.
have a seat.
Here, I'm sorry.
She moved it along, right? But check this dress out. Look at this thing. It's gorgeous. So,
And she's gorgeous.
and I'm going to tell you, she
Yeah,
goes
that's
and
right.
she dresses in vintage all the time,
Yes.
and I see her posts, and she's fabulous in it. Look at this
Yes.
dress. Isn't
This
that
is
gorgeous?
like-
Turn around. Let them
yeah.
see your beautiful dress. Look at this. Great for fall, too,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right?
And
We got
winter.
other dresses here
Yeah,
that you guys have to
winter.
come. And
Yeah.
winter. And the earrings are from here
She
as well.
always
Yeah.
picks out the
Mm.
most wonderful, I mean, everything from her
Yes.
accessories to dresses. Like, she has a
Aw,
great
you're
sense
so
of
sweet.
style and so cool.
You guys are
We're
so
talking.
sweet. I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun.
I know,
That's all it's
we-
about, is to have fun.
It is.
Yeah.
And you have such a great personality. Look at her smile. It lights up the room. We can't wait to get on this
Aw.
interview.
All right, let's get in our
Yay.
seats here real quick.
Yay,
So, but I'm going to
Vampa.
pop up here, and I'm going to see who's here. Oh my God, I am blind. You
I
can do it,
can't.
Nicole, if you want.
Okay, let me see really quick. Hello? Hello? Carol Ann, Christian, Marilyn, Melissa, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. And
That's just a recording to go on
oh,
Instagram.
well, they just saw my.
So,
thank you so much for tuning in.
So the longer we talk, the more. Oh, I dropped my switchblade comb.
I love it.
It's
I
cute.
know because
love
I
it.
have to, comb my hair. Not that I really care.
You're like
but-
Benny Bomber,
So, Vampa, say your full name for me because it's hard for me to pronounce, but it's beautiful.
It's Vampa dell'Ombra.
Delombra.
Doesn't that sound like?
It sounds like a
Very-
song. I love it.
It sounds very gothic, very mysterious.
That's what
Would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I'm glad. That's
So-
exactly what it sounds like, and it's nice. It fits you when I look at you,
Mhm.
definitely.
Mara has been a customer of ours for years. I don't even know how long.
Since you were at the old
The little
place.
store.
Yeah.
Oh, for 12 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So
So
she's a
she-
long-term
You know
customer.
what? She's not even a customer. She's
Part of the
family.
family.
Part of the Time Warp
Warp
family.
Yes.
Her and her husband come in all the time, and we're so thankful. And I'm so excited that we get to talk to you because you're releasing the 3rd installment
Yes.
of your horror shorts.
Yeah.
I love it. So tell me about it. Tell me. The red carpet premiere for The Occasion of Sin is this Friday, right?
This Friday in at Cinema Detroit at 7:30. Yes.
So how can people, are there tickets available?
There's still a few tickets left. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's free.
Oh,
Really, all
nice.
you have to do is just message me at one of my social media accounts on Facebook or Instagram. It's Vampas Visions Vampas_visions, and let me know you want to come and.
It sounds like
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And once you see, like, if you go on YouTube right now and just watch one of her movie shorts, you will just.
They're so fun.
Yeah, it like tickles your funny bone.
So
And it has all that camp.
Cinema Detroit, I just love the name of that. Is that a cool
Yeah.
place?
It's a really cool place. It's been around for few years now,
Mhm.
or not a couple. The pandemic has kind of like wiped out an entire
I
year, so
know,
time
right?
is out weird. But yeah, they've been around for a few years. They're a converted school auditorium,
Oh,
Awesome.
so it's
That adds
really
to the
neat
fun.
there. Yeah.
Cinema Detroit. This Friday, you guys go on Vampas_vision.
Mhm.
Vampas, VAMPAS
Yeah.
_vision, VISION, and get your tickets because I'm going. I'm going. And you all should be going as well. So this is the 3rd installment. Your first installment. Oh wait, Queen Wasp Production. Did I say
Yes.
it right?
Yes. Queen Wasp Productions.
And it's a Vampas Vision film. So you wrote them.
Yeah.
You wrote all of them.
I wrote all of them. The second one, Murder Pool, is based on a comic book,
Oh really?
but I wrote the screenplay.
From the comic book.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's an interesting idea.
Yeah, I
love
adapted
that.
my own, just like they do with the big Marvel movies and DC.
Yes.
That's what I did.
See,
See,
So-
you're learning.
Hollywood's gonna come snap her up, and then
Yeah.
we're not even. Then
They
she
don't
will.
have a Catwoman movie. I can do that.
A Catwoman
Woo!
movie. There you
Yes.
go.
That's what I want to do.
Oh,
Do
there
it.
you go.
Well,
You
they do
can
have the
do
old
it.
Halle Berry one, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me
what
guess.
it is
Have
yet.
you already started writing it?
No, but I have ideas.
You have
I
ideas.
haven't read anything.
That's where it all
yet.
starts.
Yeah.
Is with the ideas.
Mhm.
So your first movie, which was released in 2018, Cannabis Cannibal,
Mhm.
love
which
the
stars
name.
you and your husband.
Mike.
Mike. I don't because you know why his character name in part
Mikey
2 stuck
likes
in my
it.
head.
Mike,
Yeah.
Mike.
Jimmy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jim. Yeah.
You can just call him Jimmy. He'll answer to it, I'm sure.
So her husband's in part 1 and 2 in all of them, and part 2 his name is Jimmy. We'll talk about that Jim, and that's what stuck in my head. So now every time I ask her about her husband, I think of Jim, and I forget his name.
He
Isn't that
really
awful?
threw himself into that character. So.
He
He's
is.
great.
He's awesome. Cannabis Cannibal, fantastic art cover. Tell me about it. You got to go on to the YouTube page and see it, and I'll give you YouTube in a minute.
The artist who did it is named Shagrat, Tim Shagrat Jenkins. He's an old friend of mine, but he
Nice.
does a lot of artwork for different bands and some other independent Detroit filmmakers. Check him out. If you look up Shagrat, you can find more of his art. He's really talented.
It's really nice. Take a look at it. It's cool. Now, it's exactly what you think. Cannabis Cannibal. They're 10 minutes, 10, 12 minute long shorts. So, and I'm going to preface it by saying that it is not, there's insinuation of violence, but there is no real violence, right?
No,
So the whole family can watch it.
I swear, but
Yeah, we swear. They swear, but you get that walking down the street
right,
nowadays.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
PG-13s they swear. So.
I love it because I don't want to give away any of the plot, and because it is a short, no matter what I say, we'll give away the plot.
I know there's not much to it.
You got to keep an eye out for the Pez dispenser that Mike uses in there because it's always in his hands or sitting next to him. It's so hilarious. I
It's
love
just a
it.
quirky part of his character, which I like. I want to see how it goes into each movie.
That's just Mike's talent for acting. He really did that himself. That was his idea. He was like, "Is that okay?" He asked me, he's like, "Is that okay?" He's like, "I have this idea that like this guy's always got a Pez dispenser, and I want to keep
And
picking it up." And I was like, "Do it. That's
Yeah, 'cause
that's
it-
awesome, and it does really work."
It does really work, but you got to watch it because there's the guy who they bring over to have dinner is not a nice person, and he plays that part very, very well.
And you'll realize why they call it Cannabis
And
Cannibal.
he also does a great job because he's a very lovely man in real life. That's my
Mhm.
brother-in-law. We love him, and he's not like that at all.
So
No,
he's
but
a
that's
nice
what
guy.
that's what
Yeah.
makes it such a good scene
Yeah.
because he's not like that, but he portrays that role perfectly.
Yeah, he does.
So much so that the person he gets mad at does some crazy things.
So it's really nice. So you have family and friends in
Mhm.
your movies. And
Especially with the first one, it was all just my close friends and family. who
I
worked
like
on it.
that. And they love it
Awesome.
just as much.
Mhm.
Nice.
So that came out in 2018, and then I'm assuming all 2019 you were writing and doing
Mhm.
life, and so in 2020 you released Murder Pool,
Mhm.
which is part 2 of the same the second installment of the series, Murder Pool. Again, you can see that on YouTube under Mara Powell.
It's the Mara Powell.
The Mara Powell.
Yes.
Spell your name. Spell it.
MARAPOWELL.
Go to YouTube, subscribe to her page, because the things that are coming out, you're gonna want to see.
Yeah.
If you go to my Instagram, to the Vampas Vision Instagram, the link is to my YouTube too.
Oh, great.
Oh, very good.
Yes.
Oh, very good.
That's really good.
I follow her, so she just pops up when I go into YouTube. So Murder Pool, the one thing that I noticed in Murder Pool more so than in Cannabis Cannibal, is some items that may have come from here.
Yeah.
So what came from here in that?
Um,
What types of things? You don't have to say what types of things did you use?
a couple. I think at least one of the telephones came from here.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what,
At
Probably
least
the black one, maybe? Or the one you were talking on.
I think I can't remember now. I think maybe the one Mike was on.
The one Mike was on?
Yeah, the red one. I think he
Right.
was on a red phone. That one was from here. Maybe
Keep
the other
dropping
ones too.
everything.
I honestly can't remember. It was such a hard time. That was like the hardest thing about almost that entire shoot is finding the phones.
Finding the phones. I
yeah.
almost remember you coming in and
no,
looking.
she
Yeah.
comes in and looks for props in here all
Oh,
the
I
time.
know.
So that's nice.
I also used some newspapers
Mm-hmm.
that some of the characters are looking at. Some kind of quirky little fun
Yeah, so
headlines that I wanted to get on.
That's awesome.
That's neat. I
On
love that, and I
camera.
hope people catch those things because that's that makes it makes the movie more entertaining
It
and
is.
exciting. You want to wonder what's going
Yeah.
on, and
Because one of the things I did catch, and this one, okay, it's funny because I say that, I was talking to Mara beforehand, we were going through this, and I said that Cannabis Cannibal gave me the 90s feel. And
I love it.
because, when did you write it?
I mean, I wrote it in the early 2000s, like right after I was graduated high school, and it was kind of based on some experience, loosely based, I would say, on some true to life experiences with some kind of pushy people. I don't know if they were maybe as bad as Alex's and Cannabis Cannibals, but
Well, you always wanted
yeah,
to
you
get more.
you
at
get
the time it was like a big deal, so it's very much like I did not change. I changed a little bit about it.
Did you?
yeah.
Yeah. I think at first it was like we were in like a bedroom, like someone's like a little apartment or bedroom. So I changed it so that we're at a barbecue. So
I
I
like the
like
barbecue.
that. I love the
we're a little more
barbecue idea.
adult at a barbecue. I changed a couple.
Well,
things
plus it
around.
put everything right there so that you
Yeah.
could, do what you needed to do and then have dinner.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
And I'm not giving away anything else.
No, it's super
so
fun.
So that's where my mind was. I was very, I was
You
in
were-
a
I love
90s
that.
place still,
Well,
like
no,
2000.
Then it came out.
Yeah,
Then it
yeah.
came out. Then it came out exactly what you wanted.
Yeah.
Now when I watch Murder Pool, that gives me almost an 80s feel, an early late 80s feel, and I think I'm more that more is because of the Playboy I saw, the 1979 Playboy that was next to the phone when she picked it up. So it gave me that feel when I know that even today you'll see that next to phones.
Yeah.
Right.
But I love the fact that you use vintage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it
Thank you.
adds.
and,
And
and that you appreciate it yourself in general.
Yeah, I mean I would say that's just my aesthetic. Is I really
Yeah.
like different vintage things, and I like mixing different eras together and to try to make it not like you're copying from
Right.
that era,
right. You're
but
doing
to
your
kind of
own
make
thing.
your own thing with
Using
vintage.
items from
Right.
the
It's
area.
eclectic.
So I based Murder Pool off a comic that came
Mhm.
out I think in 1950 or 1949, somewhere
Mhm.
around then. So the comic itself had a very vintage vibe when
Oh, did it?
reading, the art and
Right.
everything in it. So I kind of wanted to make the time period and murder pool like ambiguous.
Well, I like that because from what Gwen is wearing
Yeah.
to, which is a little bit newer, to what, to the 1979. So it's ambiguous in that aspect.
Yeah.
It is because
And they're
there
on
were
the corded phones.
the corded
and-
phones.
Now the title like kind of made me nervous. I was like, murder pool. But then, like now knowing like what it like, so you might be intimidated because I'm like, what is this murder? It's like very like,
Yeah.
but it's not like it's so
It's like
it's
overwrought.
really yeah
It's very like dramatic.
yeah
It is.
it's very
But that's
it's
good.
fun.
Yeah.
But that's what you want. You
Yeah.
want somebody to look at something and have hesitancy or be nervous.
Yeah, 'cause
because
I was nervous.
it,
but
it
I super
your whole
fun.
point is to drive emotion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's working.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited to see Occasion of Sin because we have, the two before that were so entertaining.
hmm
Tell me about Occasion of Sin now without giving it away.
Like the plot or
No,
like
not the plot.
synopsis, or
So I noticed if you go to the Mara Powell page on YouTube, you'll see what I'm talking about. The ad for the new Occasion of Sin that opens on Friday at Cinema Detroit. You got to go on and get tickets.
just message me.
Message her because she has them. Come
Red-
see it. It's a good time.
Red carpet premiere, people. I
Yes.
can't wait to see what
No.
you look like.
I already forgot what my question was going to be because I'm old and I need 3 seconds or it's gone.
Occasion of Sin.
The Occasion of Sin.
What is the premise?
I noticed that Vampa actually makes an appearance in that one as herself
Mhm.
and as yourself, where she did not make that appearance in the first one. And besides, by the way, I love that you were a police officer in the second one.
Oh, yeah.
It was fantastic. And the ending of the second one is hilarious because it is very, it's almost very much Hitchcock, like you said.
Yeah.
Because it ends up, you think that something's going to happen and it doesn't. So,
Mhm.
was he one of your inspirations?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Totally.
Who else was?
William Castle too, and I would say like, not only do I like the movies, but I liked how they both came like, they're not like hosts I guess, but they did their like promos where they
Right.
would come out and kind of be a little like tongue in cheek about the movies they were making and do the like skits and everything and I kind of I thought a lot about the William Castle like gimmicks. I don't know if you know about that, how he would have. You have to sign the life insurance.
Oh, yes, yes,
oh,
yes.
fun.
Or the like Tangler with the buzzer
Mhm.
on the seats, and I thought about like all the different little gimmicks that just kind of like make the movie just that much more fun.
and enticing. And
Yeah, and I kind of wanted to like do that, and then combine it with like Elvira, Vampira,
Right.
any of the other horror hosts.
I love that. And I love that what sets you apart from Elvira or Vampira or any of them, Sir Gatsby. I'm said it wrong. Sir Graves.
Sir-
Right?
Sir Ghastly Graves.
Sir Ghastly Graves. I grew up in California. It was Elvira.
Yeah.
Here it's Sir Gatsby Graves. I've learned that.
Yes, Ghastly.
So what I love about it is that you may be similar, but you don't do old movies. You do yours.
Yeah.
And
So
that's enticing. and,
that's not
like,
only
really-
enticing, it's impressive.
Yeah.
Because you're going to host your own movie. A lot of people don't, they'll shy away from that because we are our own worst enemies.
Yeah.
And I love that you do that. I do. So Vampira, why is she showing Vampira? Vampa,
Yeah.
why is she showing up in this one?
I mean, she's in the other ones too. It's just the intro and the outro.
Oh, okay. So she's not an actual character.
Yeah.
in it. Oh, very nice. I love that. But
Yeah.
wait till you see these. You guys are gonna love them.
I
So go ahead.
Sorry. I have to tell you though, she's just like the most humble and cool and great-hearted person. So in her, her artistry just really blows your mind. So
Aw,
I just
you're
wanted to
just
say
hilarious.
that.
So
No,
much.
but no, like she is. Look at, she's very humble. She's very modest, but just a
Don't
beautiful.
stop. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But see this, like how she looks. She's beautiful here. She's beautiful on the inside too, and her art is even more beautiful. So that's what I just wanted to share.
And the reason we're doing it is because has such a love for vintage and has such a love for things of the past that she ties it into her movies, and it's such
It's refreshing.
It's refreshing, and it's you're not buying brand new stuff that will end up in the ocean, which is awesome. So it's a form of recycling. We need to see that more often in movies, I think. I think it's fantastic.
Thank you.
So what do we have to look forward to from the mind of Vampa's vision?
After Occasion
Yeah,
of Sin?
after Occasion of Sin, which, by the way, again, I have to say, Cinema Detroit, Friday, 7:30.
7:30.
7:30. Go on to either Vampa's Visions Instagram page and click the link to the YouTube, or go into YouTube and you can watch the shows or send her a message directly through Facebook or through Instagram for tickets.
And tickets are free. So
Yes.
I'm
it's
not going to
wonderful.
charge you yet.
Yeah. So that's what's really wonderful. She's giving you a gift and a treat to go out in a fun, safe environment and
We
really
are-
enjoy.
We are in a vintage store. We are in a store where we get everything. We are cater to collectors, right? We cater to people who like the stuff before, right? The older stuff, the stuff like that. Well, now is your chance to see Vampa Vision or Vampa's movies before Hollywood snatchers are up and you're paying movie prices for them. So you get to go see them for free because this
And
is
you
not
can
going to be the last
say-
thing we see from her.
Right. And you can say, I got one of her shirts. And
Yeah, this is
I-
her shirt
Yes. And
Right
that's
here.
her right there in the
Yep.
middle.
right here. So
Beautiful.
where
I
can
like
you
that
get these?
design.
If you just
It's okay.
message me on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah.
And they are $20 a piece. And
Great
I
price.
actually, wow, I'm getting tongue-tied
Oh, that's
now.
okay.
We have Cannabis Cannibal shirts and we have Murder Pool shirts.
Oh, do you? I'm gonna have to get one of each of those.
Yeah.
That's
Go
so
on, request them. They are not just piled up at our house. They are special order,
Yes, custom
so
made.
custom made to your size. So
excited.
it's exciting. I'm gonna have to get the other two because I did not know there were two other shirts. So
Oh.
you can just order
I
now.
will.
And plus, you get if you get the
Cannibal. Now you're
Cannabis
gorgeous.
Cannibal shirt, you get a beautiful art design from what's his name,
Yes, yeah.
which is
Yeah,
a benefit. And let me tell you, we are, like I said, we're in a world of collecting where everything that's old is new, and these shirts are going to be
We're
worth
gonna
a
be
fortune.
collectible.
Because have any of you tried to buy a concert shirt today from the 80s or 90s? Ooh, expensive.
Yes, they are.
So, what are you writing for us after Occasion Sin?
I have so many things like kind of like I put on the back burner while I was shooting and editing this movie. So, I mean, I'm kind of been taking the. I don't know if I've been taking it off because I actually have a couple other projects. One other project I'm doing with someone else right now. But I have a few ideas like that are just. I have to pick what I want to go to next. But I have a full length feature that I'm writing.
Oh,
And
Wow.
see, I told you guys. Go
Without-
see it now
Without
before.
getting into the nitty gritty of the plot, it's about a young girl who gets her first car, and come to find out the car is possessed by a demon,
hmm
and they have an interesting relationship together.
Ooh, the
And-
car and her.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, that's a twist. I love
Yeah.
that.
So I'm working on that. I have a first draft done already, and like I said, I haven't looked at it in about a year. So I can go back to that. Then I've also written a short story that I want to adapt into a script
Cool.
that I don't have an ending for yet, but it's about a woman who gets obsessed with a boy or a man that she works with, and gets into witchcraft
Mhm.
and wants to turn him into a doll so she can keep him.
Ooh,
time.
keep them all the
Yeah.
time.
So there's a lot of cool stuff coming out from the. And I'm gonna say it wrong. The is
Last production.
Queen Wasp Production. I don't know why my tongues don't want to say that, but
I have a lot of tongue twisters, I guess.
no, just that one is just me because she says it very easily. So
Queen Wasp Production.
I'm so happy you came.
Me
I'm
too.
happy
This
you
was
had me.
fun.
This is so fun. I feel very honored.
Oh,
You know-
we should have you back and see talk about how
The
your
movie
career
afterwards.
went. Yeah,
I'd love
let's do
to.
that.
Yeah.
So, again, Vampa's Vision, An Occasion of Sin. It opens Friday at Cinema Detroit. Tickets available. Tickets are free.
It's free.
You want to get down there?
It's
You want to?
limited seating, so that's why we have to do it like this.
Oh
So-
yeah. You have enough?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's,
Okay. Go quick, because if it's limited seating, I'm going to tell you it's going to go quick. So I forgot. See, I told you.
Should I talk more about Occasion of Sin?
Yeah, let's
Just
talk
to
more.
kinda-
Yes.
Yes, please do that. I like that idea.
This one is my most
I
ambitious.
keep dropping everything.
So if you go on the YouTube and you watch Murder Pool and Cannabis Cannibals, there's kind of a jump, I think, in like production value
Oh,
and
there was, yeah.
I mean pretty much everything. I learned so much on the first two, but it's longer, so this one's 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good.
And I would almost even call it more of a thriller than a horror.
Oh, really?
Ooh,
Okay.
Like a suspense.
I love,
Oh, I love that.
suspense
Yeah.
thrillers.
So thriller, more so than horror.
And so essentially, it's about a girl who meets a boy. They're both obsessed with true crime and serial killer memorabilia, and they hit it off. They really like each other, but she can't get it out of her head that maybe he's a serial killer, and so I'm not going to go any further with that.
Right, but that's
because-
really
Yeah.
good. That just like really brings you in. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
I love it.
And so it's a little, like I said, it's a little more suspenseful than actual
I like suspense
I like
thriller.
that.
or like there's no
Mm.
scares or anything.
But you're just wondering what's going to happen
There's
next.
a little bit of gore in this one, and maybe a little more implication of sex, but not like explicit or anything in any way.
Well, as progression, I mean, you're gonna get.
Yeah.
It's gonna get better and
Yeah.
better. That
That sounds really
I noticed
exciting. I
that
like it.
the ad for it. You can tell that
Yeah.
because the ad for it is
It's very
driving around.
suspenseful.
Yeah.
And-
Like I'm like, what's going?
You know, the beginning reminded me of a little bit David Lynchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, David Lynch is a huge inspiration of
Yeah.
mine. I mean, Lost
That
Highway
was
was
good.
probably like that. I kind of, I don't want to say I was, okay, I was paying homage to Lost Highway, I think,
Awesome.
with the opening credit scene.
yeah,
And
that's
You know, that didn't come to mind though. I
Yeah.
mean, a little David Lynchy did, so
Yeah.
it's not enough to where you think of that.
yeah,
The homage is perfect.
yeah.
It's awesome. Occasion of Sin.
Yeah, I
And-
love the trailer.
And you know, you mentioned my love of vintage, and I think
Yeah.
that really is. I wasn't trying to be as like ambiguous with time
Mhm.
as I was with Murder Pool, but I think the love of vintage is gonna show because what I was really trying to do is kind of combine a horror or a thriller movie with like a melodrama, like
Oh,
Douglas
okay.
Sirk or Vincent Minnelli
Right.
or Elia Kazan, because I love those types of movies. But you don't usually see the like horror element put in
Mhm.
with that type of
No, you don't. You usually,
like
yeah.
a love story or anything, you know.
I like the horror
So-
idea into that because it adds another element or dimension to the film.
Mhm. So I think that hopefully that comes through.
I'm sure. it
will.
Everything came through that you wanted on the first two, so I have a
Yeah.
feeling you have the ability to make it come through.
Oh, and noir too, like any of the old noir films.
Right.
I was really trying to go for that. Not too hard, but because I'm not trying to like really copy anything.
No, you want it to be.
Yeah,
Go ahead and stop it.
but I do like to
That
like
one.
combine a lot of different influences.
Well, that's awesome. That one is that. Oh, you should.
It just said full.
Yeah.
Oops. Oops. Hi. We're still going. I
Oh,
like how you
well,
explained all that. I mean,
Thank
that was
you.
that really brings you into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's.
I'm
It's,
so happy you came in
Yes, I
to
am
do
too.
this.
I'm so happy
Thank you
asked
so
me.
much.
Oh,
I'm so excited
absolutely.
about this.
We absolutely want to support our local artists, and that's what you are. I mean, it's clear with your films that you're nothing but an artist.
Mhm.
You know.
it's gonna be like a.
So, have you written all your life?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
See, I'm jealous because I would love to be a writer.
Yeah.
I mean, I can write, but I can't write. Do you know what I mean?
What's stopping you?
The disconnect from the brain to the hand.
That's the
I'm in
hardest part, to be honest.
perpetual writer's block.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
And what
hard.
did somebody say to me? You have to write in order to have writer's block. Otherwise, everybody would have it.
Do you just feel like you have like so many ideas popping up, so like you just write some stuff down, or you use a recorder, or like you use your phone, or is there more times where it just absolutely flows and just something inspires?
So
or...
a lot of times if I get an idea, I cannot forget it, and I will just obsess over it. So like my own obsessions just keep it going.
Oh, that's
And so
you're
it's like-
That's
that's
good.
lucky.
So it'll just
That's
be in
good.
my head over and over again, and like, you know, it could be years, months, years, but like
It will not. You're not letting
Yeah.
it go. We're definitely.
I mean, that's why it's like
made
with
for
Cannabis
film.
Cannibals and Murder Pool. No, Cannabis Cannibals and Occasion of Sin. They have been in my head since 2001.
Wow. Well, great for
And
you.
I finally got the means and the willpower and whatever else I needed to do it.
So
So
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Since they were in your head for so long and now they're not,
yeah,
what does that feel like once you write
Yeah.
it down?
like
Because
now
that
it's,
seems like it's been eating at you for so long,
keeps you
and
from-
when you finally remove it and put it on the paper, does your head just fill up with the next thing, or
pretty much. Yeah,
pretty much?
yeah, and it's like it was a little hard to like at a certain point with working on Occasion of Sin, especially because it was my longest one.
Mhm.
It's like I start to kind of like fall out of it, and I'm like, well, wait, I want to move on to something else,
right.
but you can't, you know, or
No.
else you'll never get anything done.
Right. You'll start a
Um,
ton of things and not finish
Yeah,
any of them.
and it's like there's different steps to it too. Like when I first wrote it and it was done, I couldn't. It was so in me for such a long time that seeing it on the paper, I was like, does this even make sense? You know, like
Right.
does this,
Well, because
does
it's
this
been
make
a long
sense?
time.
Right.
Yeah, and I had let a few people read it, and I had a friend give me a little bit of advice. He didn't actually give me advice. He asked me a question about the script, and then I realized I had to go in
Kind of like.
and answer his question, you know,
Oh, yeah.
and add in another scene for it to make more sense. But
Mhm.
I mean,
Do you find that you have to go outside of your circle to get true feedback on your writing before? Because giving it to Mike to
mhm,
read,
mhm,
that could be biased a little bit because he's your husband.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you find that you need to,
Or you
like, when you run
satisfied.
into that situation when you're like, I don't know, do you give it to somebody you don't know to read, to give you,
No, I mean,
or is like Mike or your friends?
I have so Mike is really honest, but and he would tell me like if he thought I needed to change something, but he
Right.
does usually praise me, so
Right.
so I'm like,
That's
not
awesome.
you know,
Right.
Which I don't take for granted. I love that.
No,
He's
absolutely.
awesome
But
for that.
sometimes you need unbiased
Yeah.
opinion.
I do have a friend that I really trust. Who's
Oh,
very
good.
honest.
That's
Who doesn't,
good.
you know.
Oh, good. I've
she's-
wondered that.
She's good at like not, you know, giving it in a gentle enough way, but in a like,
Constructive way.
Constructive
Yeah.
critique.
Mhm.
yeah.
You respect her, and she she
Yeah.
respects you.
I have a
That's
couple
good.
friends like who I can trust like that. So
You probably don't go to too many because then
Awesome.
it would be. I'm just so happy
Yeah.
everything came to fruition for you.
oh, me too.
Yeah.
It was
like-
a long time coming, and
Mhm.
you know when I had gotten my actors for Occasion of Sin, and I saw them like being those characters.